What is going on, Schmidt heads? Welcome back to another week of Undercover Picks. This is week 15, and I'm feeling good about this week. I felt pretty good about last week, and I think we're back on the right track, folks. 2-0 in the money picks last week for the 11 of those who saw. Um, let's get straight into it, but first, what's going on, Mark? How's everything going?
What's going on, man? Coming off a rough week, man. Really rough. They're calling me the fade god online. I can't escape it. So yeah, I'm trying to come back. I'm trying to come back strong this week, man. That's not me. That's not in my. That's not my character. So I'm looking to bounce back here. That's more my character. So let's get into it.
Well, good luck, man. Let's see what happens. I have faith in you. I've known you for a long time, so you'll get back on the horse.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
currently, right now, I'm 115 against the spread this year. Not too shabby, but not where I want to be at. Let's see if I can turn that around last 3 weeks of the year. Um, first game of the year, of the week, we got the Denver Broncos at the Los Angeles Chargers. I knew this game was going to matter in terms of record. I thought they'd be the same record, but they're not. But it's still just as impactful as a game. Um, I think I'm going to go with the Chargers to win and to cover here at -3.5. Um, I just think that they're going to have a better game. We're starting to see the rookie out of Bo Nix. Broncos got away with one, I feel like last week with that Jonathan Taylor, just giving the ball away, right before the end zone there. We've seen that happen a few times this year. That's kind of weird. Um, yeah, I think the Chargers put up over 20 points this game, and It, I actually I think it's going to be a low scoring game. I feel real comfortable on the under, but that's not what we're here to talk about. Making this a lock, by the way. I don't think I'm going to switch it. I'm going with the Chargers to win and to cover at -3.5. I think Herbert's the better quarterback than why can't I think of his name? Nix. And yeah, I don't know. I just think that it'll be a low scoring game. Chargers get the cover. I'm thinking something like 17-13, something around there. What about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna hop on the Charger train here with you, Joe. I'm gonna go with LA also. I think home field will play a big part here. This game, the same line as last week. I think at -3. Um, the over. I am with you. I think the over under is 41.5. That's set pretty low. So I agree with you. I think we will see a low scoring game here. But
Yeah,
yeah, um, the Broncos, Bo Nix, man. Kind of the surprise rookie of the year. I don't know if he'll quite win rookie of the year, but quite. I don't think too many people saw us coming here. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna take LA here. I think this line's telling. I think LA getting the 3 points. I think they'll cover this here.
yeah, that's let's go Chargers. I also think they're gonna win the division as well.
Yeah.
Still feels like a long way till we get to that point. There's a lot of division games to end the year, so
Well,
but
they
I
got the
feel like
Chiefs
they're
in
gonna
that.
have
They
it.
got the Chiefs in that division. So
Or not win the division, but my bad. I meant
okay.
have a better record than the Broncos. That's what I
Yeah.
meant to say. Sorry. Thank you.
Yes.
All
This will be a
right.
big game for that.
That's it for Thursday, and we got two Saturday night games. That's weird. I'll take it though. The first one, we got the Houston Texans at the Kansas City Chiefs. We have the Chiefs at +2.5 right now. I see the line at I believe -3.5 for the Chiefs. I guess when this spread came out, they didn't think Mahomes was playing. It's the way the spread is now. It's looking like he is gonna play. So Chiefs 2.5, I feel like is the easy pick. I would have picked them regardless, even if Wentz was playing, because Mahomes hasn't been looking that great this year. And I don't think the Chiefs offense would have looked that much worse or that much better with Wentz in there. Um, I believe the Chiefs will win this game. Houston's just they haven't they've been declining or looking out of sync as of late, I believe. Even against that Dolphins game, they had 5 turnovers and still Dolphins had a chance there at the end of the game to make something out of it. But yeah, I just feel good about the Chiefs. I think they're gonna start to have a bit of a run before the playoffs. They're still fighting for the first seed. Uh, and if you look at the Bills' schedule too, it's real easy. So it's possible the Chiefs, if they start letting games slip away, they don't even get the first seed. So I'm going with the Chiefs to still play hard. I think everybody's gonna be against Mahomes now that he's hurt, but I think he'll come out and start doing that Mahomes magic stuff now that everybody's really counting him out. What about you?
Yeah, Cheese minus 3.5. This is kind of one of those lines where, like, I think the number you get is going to be important here. Minus two. I think that field goal is going to come into play. If I'm betting as is right now, I'm taking Texans. Um, Plus 2.5 in CBS. That's tough. I obviously don't feel as comfortable unless Houston's going to win. Unless I think they're going to win, or it's going to be like one of them really tight games here. But yeah, for the sake of the video, I'll take Houston. I agree that I don't know, both these teams they kind of they find a way to get the job done, but they don't really look pretty doing it. And I just think it's set up to be like one of those like grinded out games. I mean, we like to think of these two teams as like offensive teams, but we got the total set here at 41.5. So this is another game where I think we see the game go under also. And yeah, I just think it's going to be a tight battle. I think obviously I want the three in the hook, but 2.5 is going to be tricky. But um, live right now, yeah, I would grab the 3.5 for Houston.
All
So
right.
CBS, I'll go for the sake of the pick. I'll take Houston also.
CBS, you're taking the Houston minus 2.5. All
That's
right.
what it is. It's minus 2.5 on
Uh,
CBS or
yeah.
plus 2.5.
Nah, Chiefs are plus 2.5 on CBS.
Oh my! Wow. Um. Geez. Yeah. That's quite the.
Yeah. I don't think they thought Mahomes was playing.
Yeah. Definitely not. Yeah. I mean, well, for CBS, I mean, I might have to just take the Chiefs just for the value there, but I don't know. As is though, I like Houston. I like the live line.
All right, then. The next Saturday night game. So I got Kansas City. That's a lock. I'm gonna have two money picks this week. By the way, if the audio is a little messed up, I apologize. I couldn't get my headset to work, but we gotta get this video out. We gotta get you guys the picks. Next game, we got Pittsburgh Steelers at Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are minus 5.5. I believe it moved to minus 6.5 now. So even before that, I'm gonna take the Ravens to win in the cover here. I think the spread is a little too much. I think anything past 3.5, it's hard to go against Pittsburgh, but I'm riding with the Ravens here. They had a bad offensive. I don't think they scored a touchdown the last time they met. That's not going to happen twice in a row. I know Watt's injured. I believe he'll still play. I don't know. I haven't heard anything, but either way, I think Ravens defense is going to continue to look a lot better. I don't think they'll look elite, but a lot better than they did before going into the bye. I think that trend will continue. I think Baltimore puts up at least 24 points, easy. I think their offense is going to continue to carry that momentum from last week over to this Pittsburgh game, and they're definitely going to want their revenge after the way they lost to them the last time. They should have won that game, but they couldn't get anything going on offense. I think they get things going on offense. And like I said in the previous video, I think Baltimore ends up winning this division, and this is if they don't win this game, they don't win the division. So I got to go with Baltimore here. What about you?
Yeah, yeah, this is a big game, division wise. Um, I'm not sure where the public's going here, but I'm gonna guess they're probably gonna be on Pittsburgh with the points. Kind of like they were last week with Philly. Like we were both on that line. You just see a good Pittsburgh team as 5.5 point underdogs, and it's like tempted to take the points, but Philly ended up winning by 2 touchdowns, and I think we're gonna see a similar thing here. Pittsburgh got Baltimore at home outright. They won, and yeah, I think the line's telling here. I think -6.5. That's very tempted to take with Pittsburgh, but um, I think Baltimore at home. Lamar is having a hell of a year, by the way. It's pretty remarkable what he's doing. So yeah, I think we see them win by at least a touchdown here. I'm gonna take Baltimore with the points also, or laying the points.
All right, let's go Baltimore. It's tough considering Lamar always struggles against Pittsburgh, but one of these games, it's got to give at some point. So
Hmm.
that's what else I'm banking on. Next game, I'm making this one a money pick. This is going to be the first money pick out of two of the video. We got the Cleveland Browns at the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals are -7.5. I'm going with the Bengals again, just like last week, to win and to cover the spread. Especially since I think it's even easier now that Winston isn't gonna get the start. Uh, they're definitely not gonna look better without him. I don't think maybe he's not a starting quarterback, but he's definitely better than anybody else they had. So that's easy. I don't have to worry about that. Um, yeah, I just think Burrow continues to put up numbers like he would be everybody's saying it in talks of MVP if they were even, yeah, if they were winning games, but they're not. Um, and I think Miles Garrett is hurt. I don't know if he's out or not, but I heard he was hurt. And yeah, Cincinnati still was disappointed with their win last week, and I like that. I like when teams feel like they didn't play good enough and they still had a pretty good win. They had a lot of bonehead mistakes. They even fumbled the ball. The defense, just like Taylor, happened twice in 1 week. That's crazy. So I don't know. I just think they should have won by more last week. Well, that's kind of how I felt about them all year. But I think Cleveland's not going to be the team as bad as Cincinnati's defense looked to make them look bad again for another week. What about you?
Yeah, this game, man, it just kind of looks. I don't know. It's tempting to take Cleveland, but they got Dorian Thompson Robinson starting. And he seems motivated. I could see him trying to keep it. I just don't know if he will. I think I saw. You saw Burrow disappointed in not blowing out Tennessee, even though it was a 10 point win. So I mean, it's pretty clear what he wants to like accomplish out there. So I think this is probably a good spot to do it. Against Cleveland's third stringer. Yeah, so I'll side with you here. I'll take Cincinnati and laying the points.
Let's go Cincinnati, baby. I think they put up at least 28 points. That's not like a profit guess or nothing, but they
Yeah,
yeah, I think it should be an easy cover. It'll be
yeah.
easier
Joe
than it looks.
Joe
Next
Burrow's.
game, we have the Giants, the New York Giants at the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons on CBS are -9.5. I've seen the spread move to 7.5 now. I had this pick as a lock, then I had it like I might switch it, then a lock, then I might switch it, and now it's back to a lock. I keep going back to the New York Giants, so I'm gonna pick the Giants to cover, Atlanta to win. Um, I know Drew Lock is gonna be playing. And he's a backup, but he's definitely the best case scenario after Daniel Jones, I think. And I don't know. I don't see the Giants getting blown out every game this year. And Atlanta definitely, it's reasonable. They're not going to blow them out. They haven't blown anybody out, I don't think, all year. And if they did, it was early on, and it doesn't matter anymore. So, I think, yeah, I just think 9.5 is a lot for Atlanta right now, and they tend to play safe even when they do get a big lead. And Cousins looks like he's playing scared. So for that, I feel like I gotta go with the Giants to cover. And I'm gonna lock it in. I don't think I'm gonna switch it as much as I kept going back and forth. I think I've made my mind up. What about you?
Yeah, I think I'm likely gonna go with you. I see the spread now is plus 8.5, so it's kind of come down some.
I didn't see that.
But yeah, I agree with you, man. I obviously I'm not gonna feel good about taking the Giants here, but um, I strangely feel better about taking the Giants than I do taking Kirk Cousins to cover 9.5. So um, yeah, I'm gonna take the Giants here. Um, this is gonna be a pretty bad game. Atlanta looks like crap. I know they're calling for Penix. Um, so I think this might be the game that's the tipping point, where we see Cousins struggle against the Giants, and maybe Penix gets in there and shows us a spark. But I don't know. I'm gonna take Giants in the points here. I think it's too much.
All right, let's go Giants. Um, Next game we got the Arizona Cardinals at the Carolina Panthers. Panthers are plus 4.5. Uh, this was a tough one, kind of for me. I picked it early. I'm not gonna switch it though. I'm locking in the Arizona cover Cardinals to win in the cover. At the 4.5. Um, I just think the Cardinals look good against weaker teams. They've shown that all year, and I think that'll continue. Uh, Bryce Young is given a lot of hope. The past few weeks they've been covering a lot of spreads, won a couple games, but I just think overall the Cardinals are gonna have their way with the Panthers. The Cardinals need this game. They're gonna play hard. Um, yeah, I just think they had a couple bad games, the Cardinals, but overall their offenses looked pretty good all year. And I don't know. I could be wrong about this one. I don't really have much else, but I'm locking in the Cardinals because I just feel good about it in my gut, that this is going to be a game where Carolina just looks bad. What about you?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna side with you again. Take Arizona here. I think uh, I think Carolina had a nice stretch there of covering the spread, and I think last week they finally got back to their old ways and not covering. And yeah, I just feel like I don't know. They've been playing better, but um, and we don't know what Arizona team we're gonna see here. But I'm thinking we see a good Arizona team because yeah, I don't know. It's just a struggling Carolina team. It's getting late in the season. There's not much to play for, so I agree with you there too. So yeah, I'm gonna take Arizona.
All right, I hope we're right on that one. Let's go Arizona. Next game we have the Detroit Lions at the Chicago Bears. Bears are plus 6.5. I didn't put too much thought into this one. But I'm gonna go with the Detroit Lions to win in the cover. I want to see how the Lions are gonna play now that Montgomery's out. He did score a lot of touchdowns for him this year, so that's the main thing that worries me. That's really the only thing that worries me about this game. I know their whole defense is out, but I don't think the Bears offense is gonna put up points the way the Bills did, you know. I don't think they're gonna be able to expose the Lions defense the way the Bills did. So, and I think I'm curious to see if the Lions can still put up a lot of points without Montgomery. I do think he was a big part of that, but because of he did score, I think definitely over 10 touchdowns. I didn't look at the number, I should have, but he scored a lot of touchdowns for him this year, and has been a big part of that offense. So let's see how they move the ball. That's why I'm not going to put money on this. Like if Montgomery wasn't out, this is an easy money pick for me. But I need to see how the Lions offense looks without that main piece. But I'm gonna lock in the Lions to win in the cover because I think they're gonna win definitely. But the cover because the Bears are just that bad. They used to lose heartbreaking games with Eberflus. Now that Eberflus is gone, they just lose games. It looks like I thought I'd see some sort of I don't know
Eberflus.
something, but it's not. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna bank on them to have a good game until I see it. So for that, I'm gonna go with the Lions. What about you?
Yeah, I just can't get over the line, Joe. I think it opened as what is the CBS spread, by the way?
6.5.
Okay. Yeah, I see. I'm seeing 6.5. No, I don't know. I just can't get over that line, man. It feels too easy. Uh, I don't. I thought the same thing last week, obviously, and I still got bitten ass by the Bears. But I just think I don't know. I can't. They're setting the trap again. So I'm just gonna take Chicago here. I think I don't know. The line's fishy, and I don't know. I think like the Bears, like yeah, they really when it's bad, it's bad. But I think they have enough like weapons to like that they can, if they really put it together, can like stay close. So I just think I don't know. I'm gonna take the Bears here. I think the number's a little sus.
Yeah, I think opposite about the line because I think that was the line last time they played and the Bears ended up covering and now well they both look worse now so
Mm,
yeah who
okay.
knows
Yeah.
good luck on
You,
that game.
you too.
Next next game we got the Tennessee Titans at the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts are -4.5. I'm gonna go with the Colts to win the cover. Tennessee is just they're another team that they've been swapping the ta same QB, two QBs all year, and they both stink. And Rudolph has given the better outcomes, I guess. He's have more wins. But they've also had a bunch of crappy losses with him too. And I think Indianapolis is I don't think they're completely knocked out yet, but you know, they got like a 1% chance or something to make it. But yeah, if it wasn't for that dumb fumble last week, Indianapolis I think would have covered. I'm not worried about that. I picked the Broncos, but I don't know. I just think Richardson is he's not good either, but he's still better than anyone the Titans have. The only thing that really scares me is Tennessee's only covered two games all year, so they gotta cover at least a couple more before this season ends. So I'm hoping they don't cover this, and I'm definitely, no matter what, picking them the last 2 weeks to cover, just because they gotta cover some games. I don't think I've seen a team only cover two games all year. Um,
In free money.
yeah, honestly.
Week
Um,
one, man, we should have just bet against Tennessee every week. We'd be Bezos right now.
for real, I'll think about that next year if they don't change anything. If they still have like Levis or Rudolph. I'm just gonna fade them every week, $50, probably
Yep.
more than that. Um, yeah, I'm going Indianapolis to win in the cover here. I just don't see Tennessee looks frustrating. I'm not gonna pick them. What about you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This I don't know. There's these teams where the lines just don't look right, and then you take them, and then they let you down anyway. And it's like, well, and Tennessee has been one of those teams all year, and this is like yet again another spot. So, are we gonna see Tennessee win outright, or are we gonna see the Colts lay it on them? But I think I'm gonna rock with you here. I think this is one of those like uh it's tough. Like I don't think the Colts should necessarily be more than field goal favorites, but it is Tennessee, so I understand it. So yeah, I'm gonna take Indy to cover here, but this is the one of the games I'm really on the fence about. I might swap at some point, but for now I'll take the Colts.
All right, let's go Colts. Yeah, next game, we got the Los Angeles Rams at the New York Jets. Jets plus 3.5. This is the first game of the week. I might switch. I might switch. Uh, but right now I'm leaning the New York Jets plus 3.5. Rodgers has been playing good lately, and frankly, I think he hasn't been playing bad all year. Um, But that offense, I think both these teams have the same type of offense, aging quarterbacks, good receiver options, decent running backs. You can give them the ball. Uh, but I think just as of lately, the Rams offense has been a lot more inconsistent than the Jets offense. Jets has been putting up 20 points the last 7 of the 8 games, at over 20 points anyway. And I don't know. I think they're just now clicking, which I've been waiting for that to happen all year, but now they're finally clicking on offense. And like I said in my last video, I think the Jets end the season strong or decent to give all their fans hope going in the off season like they always have. They always have hope or something to talk about. So I think that'll happen. I think Rodgers will be the quarterback for them next year. And they'll have some good games. Uh, yeah, I think we'll see at least one more year with that core squad. I don't have much on the Rams. I think I might switch this game. I think they could easily put up a bunch of points and keep looking good. They've been looking good lately, but I don't know, something in my gut is just telling me to go Jets here. I think maybe it's because the spread looks a little trappy, like 3.5 doesn't seem like enough. But yeah, what about you?
Yeah, I agree with you here. I think this line is probably the biggest trap, if you will, on the board this week. This is just classic, West Coast team traveling to the East Coast with a weird line, a fishy line, and yeah, like you said, the Jets have looked a little better, on offense, and yeah, I think they went out right here, because yeah, it's just it's fishy line, and the ingredients are there for the Jets to whip ass. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Jets here.
All right, let's go Jets. We got 10 minutes, so it's time to speed through these picks. Next game, we got Philadelphia at Washington Commanders. Commanders are plus 3.5. This is my second money pick of the week. This seems way too easy, but I'm going for it anyway, baby. Philadelphia to win and cover the 3.5. I think they got like the number one defense or something like that. Uh, and I think teams are figuring Daniels out. Eagles already played him. And Washington's offense has been looking like they've been struggling a bit, so I think this is an easy pick. The Eagles' drama was fake. They look great on offense still. I'm going with the Eagles to win and to cover. It's a money pick. What about you?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Commanders here. just kind of like a short line here. I don't know if they went outright, but I see them somehow staying within the 3.5. So I'll go Washington.
All right. Next game, we got Minnesota Vikings at the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks are plus 2.5. I'm locking in the Minnesota Vikings to win in the cover. Um, I think Seattle had a good run, but we're gonna see them just kind of fall off at the end of the year here. Like I said, I still think that whole division is going to be tight, and I'm still rolling with that prediction. It's been working out for me so far. Whenever I've been picking any of these games in that division, it's been working out for me. So it's also a battle of a former Jet QBs. I don't know if that means anything, but
Oh yeah,
I think Darnold wins that battle. Um, the Vikings just have it more together, I think, and that'll make things a lot more interesting going forward for the seasons if Minnesota wins this game. What about you?
yeah. I'm gonna take Seattle here at home. I've been waiting for the Minnesota fall off, and I think this is the week we see it. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Seahawks here +3. Um, I think they went out right here too. Also,
Yeah, I think that's possible, but good luck. Good
you too.
luck. Maybe I switch that one. Right now I have it as a lock, but I could look more into that. I don't feel super confident.
Yeah, you never.
Um, Next game, we got the New England Patriots at Buffalo Bills. Bills are minus 14.5. I thought this was a game I might swap, but I think I'm going to lock in the New England Patriots here. I've been picking their games good pretty much all year. I think they put up at least 20 points. Drake May should throw at least two touchdowns. They'll look pretty good. And I know Buffalo Bills offense has been dominating it, but if Patriots put up at least 20 points, I don't see Buffalo putting up over 40 3 weeks in a row. I think they kind of take their foot off the pedal and like rest up a little bit. Like they're gonna have a comfortable win, and they'll be happy with that. But I think the Patriots will cover the 14.5. What about you?
Yeah, I think you're right on the money with that, Joe. I think the back door will definitely be open. Pause. At the end of the game here, and Drake May is going to be coming through that thing. Pause. Sheesh. Uh, I'm all, but yeah, I think like you said, I think the Patriots will be able to put up some points, and I don't see the Bills trying to like you know go crazy here. I just think that yeah, the Patriots get within that number.
All right, let's go, Pats. Next game, the game of the week. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders are plus 1.5 on CBS. I don't know if that line moved at all, but I'm didn't put too much thought into this one. This game's a stinker. I'm just gonna roll with the Raiders. They've been looking better to win in the cover, and my number one rule, always fade Mac Jones. I might do that the rest of the year. He sucks, and he had a bad week last week, and I think as a Pats fan, I know when he has bad weeks, he has worse weeks the next week because I guess he tries to make up for it, and he'll force mistakes, I believe. And Raiders didn't look too bad without Crosby, so I'm gonna go with the Raiders to win in the cover. What about you?
Yeah, I'll take Raiders too here. Just like you said, not much thought going into it. I wouldn't wager real money on this game if I were like if you do, you might want to call that hotline. Um, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I'm gonna take LA here just because um, I don't know. You know, an old saying of Al Davis, just win, baby. So I think that's what happens here, and they in turn probably mess up their chances for the number one pick. But anything for the cover.
All right, let's go Raiders. Next game, we got the San Francisco 49ers at the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins are minus 1.5. This might be another game I swap. I didn't write anything about it. I have no notes on it, so I do gotta look more into it, but so I'm not gonna say much else. I'm just gonna right now I'm leaning for the Niners to win and to cover this. I just think the Dolphins are out of gas. I don't know. It's just the vibe I'm getting. That's my gut feeling, my first initial feeling. What about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Miami here. It's kind of yeah, it's a toss up with two underachieving teams, and I just think I don't know. They're both coming off bad losses, so it's kind of I don't know which team you think is gonna bounce back more. I'm just gonna take Miami here at home. Just I don't know. I don't feel good about it either, but for the sake of the pick, I'll take Miami.
All right, let's go. Next game we got Tampa Bay at Dallas. Dallas is plus 4.5. This might be a game I swap. This is also another game I didn't write any notes on. I'm gonna look more into it. But my first gut initial feeling, I have no idea why I'm leaning Dallas to cover and maybe pull off a win. I think they're fighting. They do play Commanders last week of the season. The way the Commanders' schedule looks, I think it's very possible that they could have the same record at the end of the year, or if Dallas beats them the last week. I don't know if that means anything. Haven't looked at division wins or anything, but I think that's one of the reasons why Dallas still has a chance. They're still in the bubble. But yeah, right now I'm leaning Dallas to cover. And for fun, I'll just say they win it too. What about you?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take Tampa Bay on the road here. They're both coming in pretty hot, so that four might come into play here. But for right now, I'm just gonna lay it with Tampa, and we're running out of time here. We got about 40 seconds. For Monday night, I'm gonna go with Green Bay to cover the 14 and a half in a blowout against New Orleans.
Yep, I'm going with you on that one too. Green Bay to cover. That's pretty much it. They're just a better team. I could talk more about it, but don't got enough time. It's not a money pick anyway. It is a lock. If you stuck around this long, thanks a lot. You're a true Schmidt head. Um, we're gonna do good this week. Two money picks, 115 total against the spread. Mark, you have a good week.